Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is grab some toothpaste, doesn't matter which one, and just give it a bit of a squeeze, grab some of that, and then just lightly dab it on your pimple, and then you'll wake up in the morning with perfect skin. I'm kidding, obviously, absolutely do not do that. Let me teach you how to actually get rid of your pimples fast. Hi guys, my name's Razia, welcome to my channel. On this channel I make skincare, fashion and lifestyle videos. So if that's something you'd be interested in, then please subscribe. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram. I am active there every day and I'd love to have you guys over on that platform as well. And if you want, you can follow me on TikTok. I'm trying with the whole TikTok thing. I don't know how I'm doing. So I don't know, maybe you can join me over on there as well. So as you can guess by the title of this video today, I am going to be showing you guys what I do to get rid of my pimples fast. I have acne prone skin, have had acne prone skin for a very long time, basically since I was a teenager. I'm now 24. That's like 10 years of dealing with the same thing, and you know what, I really don't think it's going to go anywhere. So I've been forced to figure out how to actually deal with these pimples, because if they're not going anywhere, I need to at least learn how to deal with them so that when they do come, I can get rid of them fast, because no one likes to have pimples on their face. And I know it can be hard, especially if you are dealing with acne and if you are a teenager maybe, or even if you're not. Adult acne is a very common thing. Having acne and having acne it's not fun. So I no longer have persistent acne. I do get breakouts from time to time, and I get them when it's my time of the month. And if I touch my face a lot more as well, like I'll notice I'll get breakouts in areas where I touch my face, especially if I'm out and about a lot and I do wear the headscarf and I'm always fixing my headscarf and my hands are obviously contaminated with all the different surfaces that I've touched while I'm out, and then I'm going around and fixing my scarf. I do tend to get some breakouts on the sides of my face here, and that's just, yeah, that's just on my part not being careful enough. Number one thing that you need to know and you need to try, and I know it's hard, but this is the number one thing that you guys need to do to make sure your pimples don't get any worse. Please, please, please don't pick your pimples. I'm saying this to myself as much as I'm saying it to you guys, because I still pick my pimples when I see it. I picked one like the other day. Like, what are you doing? It doesn't help. It makes things so much worse. If anything, it really prolongs the healing process, and you're creating a blemish on top of the blemish that you already have. So if you can resist it, please don't pick your pimples. It doesn't do anyone any favors. So I'm going to go through my step-by-step process, and I'll explain each step on the way to show you guys how each step makes a difference in making sure that your pimples go away fast. So if you're like me and you get pimples that form under the skin, the really painful ones, where the pimple might not be on the surface yet, but there might be a slight bump to that area of the face, and if you touch it, it's very sensitive and usually painful. These are the types of pimples that I get, and it takes them a few days for them to come up to the surface, and then it forms an actual whitehead, which is the yellow surface of a pimple. That's called a whitehead. And then from there, the pimple you can either pop it, or it bursts, or it goes away. So when you do have that painful spot, something you can do to help drain the oils and to help it come to the surface a little bit faster. You want to get a washcloth or some sort of hand towel, soak it in some warm water. You don't want the water to be too hot because you can burn your face. Get it as warm as you can tolerate. Hold it to that area for about 10 minutes. And do this a few times during the day as that pimple is forming, and this can help bring the pimple up to the surface faster than it would normally. That's a preemptive thing that you can do to help bring the pimple up to the surface, because if it's there, it's coming, there's not really anything you can do to get rid of it at that moment. So if anything, you bring it up faster so that you can get rid of it faster. While using that heat compress, because it is softening things in that area as well, you might find that that heat actually helps the pimple burst, and then that way you can just start the healing process from there. If not, that's okay, we can do our following steps, and all of these things will help to clean out that pore and clean out that pimple a lot faster. So the first step to cleaning out your skin, and this should be done every day no matter what, is obviously go in with a cleanser. You want to be cleansing every day as well to make sure you're not getting too much oil buildup on your face. You're cleaning out all the impurities, especially if you're wearing makeup during the day. You want to make sure you're getting rid of all of that first. Make sure you go in with a double cleanse. Use an oil-based cleanser to get your makeup off, or a micellar water. Don't use makeup wipes. Makeup wipes are horrible, but use a micellar water or an oil-based cleanser, and then you want to go in with a gel foaming cleanser and to clean out the impurities on your face. This one is a great one from La Roche-Posay. Even with my dry skin, when the weather isn't too dry, I love using this one on a daily basis. It is not stripping to the face at all, and it is a very, very effective cleanser. Another product that La Roche-Posay came out with recently, it's still part of their Effaclar range. It is a Microappealing Purifying Gel Cleanser. And this one is actually formulated with 2% salicylic acid. And salicylic acid is a beta hydroxy acid, it's a BHA, and 2% is the highest concentration allowed in cosmetic products. Salicylic acid is oil soluble, so it's able to penetrate through the pores and clean them out from inside. If acne is something that bothers you quite a bit, using a salicylic acid cleanser is something that can be really helpful for you. So if I have a new breakout on my face and I can see it's already there, the whiteheads have formed, even before the whiteheads have formed, I go in with my cleanser, which is something I do every day anyway, and then my next step would be to go in with this La Roche-Posay Effaclar Unclogging, Purifying, SIBO Controlling Mask. This is a clay mask that I have been using for a while. Even if I don't have a breakout, I use this once a week. Anytime anyone asks me for a clay mask recommendation, this is the one that I recommend. You can especially benefit from a clay mask if you do have oily, acne-prone skin, and this is because clay is a great ingredient for combating these problems. This particular mask is formulated with kaolin clay. You've got kaolin or bentonite clay, and clay masks either have one or the other, or sometimes are formulated with both, and both have the same benefits. This one's formulated with kaolin clay, and it also has a good amount of glycerin and fatty alcohols in there, so it's not too drying. The clay absorbs excess oil, excess sebum, and draws impurities out of the pores. When I do have a pimple on my face that's quite big and swollen, after I've applied this mask and let it sit for about 10-15 minutes and wash it off, that blemish on my face is significantly smaller. It definitely does make a difference. And whether you do have active breakouts or not, I recommend using this once a week, especially if you do have oilier skin, just since this does absorb excess oil and get rid of impurities out of your pores. It's a good preventative product to make sure you are unclogging pores and making sure that they don't form pimples, and also helping to heal pimples and to get rid of them faster. You have to think about what a pimple is. A pimple is the excess buildup of sebum and bacteria, and then that's the buildup in a pore, and then a skin forms over it, and then that's how you get a pimple. So if you can do steps to make sure that that pimple does not form to begin with, then you're already one step ahead of the game. And that's why cleansing every day is so important, and using products to make sure that you are keeping your pores clean and to make sure you're keeping your oil under control are the first things you should be doing to help prevent acne from forming in the first place. But the next step that I go in as part of my acne preventative / acne treating routine, this product is something, if you've watched any of my other videos, or if you have followed me on Instagram, I swear by this product. It is incredible. It definitely lives up to the hype. If you've been seeing it everywhere and you're like, I don't know, take it from me, it really does live up to the hype. And that is, of course, the ordinary AHA BHA peeling solution. It's formulated with AHA 30%. These are water soluble acids, and BHA, which I mentioned before, is salicylic acid, and this is an oil soluble acid. This is an exfoliating peeling solution. It is very strong. It can only be used maximum once a week, and you only want to put it on for 10 minutes and wash it off immediately. You want to make sure your skin is dry, then you apply this, keep it on for 10 minutes and wash it off. You might experience some tingling in the first minute or so while you're using this. As long as it's not a burning sensation and you can tolerate it, then that's okay. The high concentration of AHA is really good for helping to unclog the pores and also to prevent any further clogging. It improves skin texture and provides a good exfoliation. And exfoliation basically increases the cell turnover of your skin, and this helps to and this helps to speeden up the healing process of your pimples, of your acne basically. And also, if you don't have any active breakouts, I still use this every week because it does help to clean out the skin and make sure that I don't have too many impurities on my face that can lead to forming of pimples. So far we have cleansed and we have gone in with 2 face masks. If you do find your skin is a bit too sensitive, I do this because this is a process my skin is used to and I know I can tolerate it. If you are new to this, new to using acids, I recommend maybe just starting with the clay mask because it doesn't have any actives in there, so it won't be sensitizing. If you are new to using acids, I don't recommend going in with this one. Maybe go in and use it for 1 to 2 minutes because it is quite strong. This product is very strong, so after using this, you only want to go in with a moisturizer and maybe a spot treatment, and that is that, because this is quite strong. Remember, we're only using this once a week anyway, when we do see a breakout that we want to treat, or just once a week anyway. So it's okay to go in with just a moisturizer afterwards, and that's that. Another product that I like to go in when I do have a pimple that I'm trying to get rid of fast is what I have turned into my spot treatment. It's not intended to be used as a spot treatment, but I've discovered that it can be used that way and it's very effective, so you know, why not? And that's the Ordinary Salicylic Acid Mask 2%. You might have noticed everything has salicylic acid in it. That's because it's oil soluble. It is able to penetrate into your pores. It goes deeper than glycolic acid, and it's able to really clean everything out from the inside. And that's why a lot of acne treatments have salicylic acid in them. If not salicylic acid, then maybe benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide is an antibacterial product and it is great for killing the bacteria as well. So you either want to go in for something with salicylic acid or something with benzoyl peroxide, and that's just your preference basically. I've just found that every product that I've used, I haven't used anything with benzoyl peroxide, and I haven't found the need to because salicylic acid honestly does a good job on it. It does a good job anyway. Essentially a clay mask. So it is formulated with kaolin clay, which is also found in this product. This one, instead of spreading it all over my face, I found that I don't need to do that because I don't have pimples everywhere. I just have them in a few spots when they do come. I use this as a spot treatment. After I've done my routine, even if I've gone in with this, then I've moisturized, I'll take this, get a dab of it and just dot it onto the pimple. Because it's a clay mask, it will dry down and form basically a barrier, and while you're sleeping, because it's going to dry down, it basically works as a pimple patch. The way pimple patches work is they're basically salicylic acid little treatments as well. So you put the little sticker on and it prevents any bacteria or any further contamination of that spot. At the same time, it is made of salicylic acid and clay, so it is drawing out the impurities and it's cleaning out the area at the same time, and that's why I really find this very effective. As I've mentioned, I only use these once a week. So if I've used this mask on Monday and Wednesday I have a breakout, I can't go in with these products because they're so strong. I can't go in with this product, it's too strong. I'll do my basic skincare routine, which is just cleansing and then using a toner, moisturizer, and then I'll put this on as a spot treatment. And the next morning, that area is significantly smaller. None of these are an overnight miracle treatment. That doesn't really exist. I think the fastest way you can get rid of a pimple is go to a dermatologist and get a steroid injection in that area. I think it's a cortisone shot, and that helps to fight the pimple in a few hours, and I think that's the only treatment that can help get rid of pimples in a few hours. Other than that, it can take 2 to 3 days, and that's a good healing cycle. If you're not treating your pimples, they can take up to weeks to heal. So that's why I like to do the steps, and it gets rid of them really in a couple of days. I do have a few breakouts on my face at the moment. You can't really see them. They formed 2 days ago. Put this on overnight both nights and they're basically flat now. After a pimple has gone away, you're left with that little bit of pigmentation or that little bit of redness, and that's basically all I have left in that area at the moment. And now I'm going to go into a few additional steps that you can do that help to get rid of the pigmentation that is left after a pimple. So Another really great ingredient is niacinamide, which is basically vitamin B3. It's another great effective antioxidant ingredient that has anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, so it's able to help keep the skin clean and help prevent the formation of pimples. It also is a great brightening ingredient and helps with pigmentation and redness. So this is great for helping get rid of the blemish that is left after a pimple has gone away. Another really important step of every morning skincare routine that everyone should do, doesn't matter your age, nothing, doesn't matter your color, use SPF. SPF is the most important step of any skincare routine. I use this one from La Roche-Posay. It is a chemical broad spectrum sunscreen. Broad spectrum basically means it covers you. It protects you from UVA and UVB rays. You want to use this whether you're indoors, whether it's a cloudy day, whether you are sitting in the car, because UVA rays penetrate through the windows, and those other ones, UVA rays, are the ones that contribute the most to aging the skin, while UVB rays are the rays that contribute to browning and tanning the skin. The reason you want to use sunscreen as part of your acne treatment process, once the pimple is gone and you're left with that pigmentation, pigmentation is worsened when you are not protecting your skin from the sun. So if you don't want that pigment to get any worse and you want it to fade away a lot faster, you want to be using an SPF, and that will really help improve the lightening of your skin and make sure that spot is not getting any darker. You especially want to make sure you're going in with sunscreen if you are using these sorts of ingredients, because they are getting rid of your dead skin cells and they are leaving your skin very prone to sun damage, and you must be using sunscreen if you are going to be using any active ingredients in your skincare routine. It's very, very important. If you're young, you might not realize the importance of sunscreen now, but every dermatologist will tell you if you're going to do anything for your skin, use sunscreen. It is the most important thing you can do. So I really hope I helped you guys understand a little bit of this is what I like to do. This really helps get rid of my breakouts in about 3 days, and then it's just a matter of waiting for that pigmentation to fade. And it's really effective and a really tried and true method. All these ingredients are proven, they work. These products are great products. They all have great reviews if you do want to check them out, and the best part is they are all super affordable. So I'm gonna leave some links in the description down below for you guys so that you are able to check out these products and see if you want to grab them. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, please leave them down below, and if you want to chat with me about anything skincare related, find me on Instagram and we can have a nice one-on-one discussion. Thank you so much for watching, and don't go away yet. Watch some of my other videos and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys. Bye.